Okay, I'm going to try this for the 7th time. Hello everyone on YouTube. Hello to all my subscriptions and my subscription friends. This is Karin from Karin's VSG, and I'm coming to you with my week 49 update, official update. I updated yesterday a little bit and talked a little bit about frustrations and stuff, but today is the actual weigh-in day, and I weighed in this morning, and my weight this morning, pleasantly surprised, I'm making sure this doesn't fall for the 14th time, was 143.2. So I lost 1.4 pounds this last week. And I'm so happy about that. I know that I shouldn't let the scale determine my emotions and my feelings, but I do. And after 17 weeks of staying about the same and not moving, and really this isn't a big move, so it's okay, I guess. It's better that, I mean, at least it's the lowest I've ever been, and maybe it's a good trend. But I did do some things this week that helped that, and I quit snacking so much. Every time I wanted to snack, I would grab my bottle of Powerade Zero and take a drink, because I could really go for chocolate right now. But anyway, so that's what I did this week. And it worked. Also, I was trying to do better with my sleeping. I tend to be a night owl, and I think it's because I know everything is quiet. Nobody's going to come in and upset me, or not upset me, to interrupt me. So I get more things done after that time. But as a result, I don't sleep very well, and then I automatically wake up at about 6 o'clock in the morning. It doesn't matter what time I go to bed. I've gone to bed at 1 o'clock in the morning and woke up at 6. 2 o'clock in the morning and woke up at 6. And so anyway, I lost this week 1.4 pounds, and makes me so happy. So I'm going to keep trying to do that. Also, what else? Today was my uncle's funeral in Germany. It was a beautiful service from what my cousin said. He sent me some pictures, and I saw them on the internet, and my uncle loved flowers. When he was in Minnesota visiting us, he used to come every other summer. He used to pick wildflowers all of the time and put them in a vase on the table wherever he was staying, and so there was we knew he loved flowers. So when I saw the flowers at his cemetery, and Germany does things a little different than America does. So they bury you, but then you have to pay on your lot, and so when my grandparents were buried and nobody paid on the lot, they just dig the bones up and move them someplace or give them to the family or something. But anyway, so I'm hoping his family pays. But anyway, they were at the cemetery, and they had all these beautiful arrangements of flowers from the son and the grandsons and the sister or the daughters, and it was just beautiful. And I just broke down. It was just I'm going to miss him so much. I mean, we spent so much time together. He went on trips with us to Utah. He went on trip with us. We went up to Winnipeg with him once. We just had a lot of fun with my uncle. He spent a lot of time with us in the summer when he was here, and my kids just loved him. So he is the last remaining brother from my dad, and my dad passed away in '99. So they are all gone. All of them are gone. We are now the next generation, and that makes me sad. But it has to happen, I guess. It's bound to happen with their age and everything. So, but it's really sad. I'm sad that he's gone. But we do have the hope that he will rise again when Christ comes, and I have that hope in my heart. So I will get to see him again, and he will be all healthy, and he will be wonderful and perfect, and he will have a new body, and so that makes me happy. So that happened today, and I wish I could be with them, but I couldn't. I don't even have a passport. So what else is going on? I've been watching some new people today. Shrinking Jen, I started watching your videos, and I really like them. I've been looking for more people to watch because I've been losing so many of my other ones that I watched. Some of the main ones that I watched, they're gone. So I've been trying to keep, because it really does encourage me, and it keeps me accountable. It keeps me going, and I really need it yet. And maybe some of you don't need it when you get to this point, but in 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks, I will have my 1-year surgiversary. And so I still need this, and I still need to watch what people are going through at those stages in their journey, because it encourages me. And I mean, I literally, if I hadn't had Facebook, or if I hadn't had YouTube this last week, I think I probably would have given up on this because I was so frustrated. But I kept watching them and I kept researching it, and as a result, I was able to hang in there until something else happened. So just keep me in your prayers this week, because I really, really need them. I don't want to get discouraged by this. I don't want to give up. And so that's a good thing. Now, this next couple weeks, I need to shop for some hiking boots, because I need hiking boots, and I'd really like some waterproof ones for the waterfall workshop that I'm taking with Brian Hansel up in Grand Marais, which is happening at the end of the month. My women's weekend was canceled this week because of the snow that's coming up from the cities up. They don't plow where we were going to stay because it's our church camp, and they don't plow if it snows. It just kind of has to melt. So they decided to cancel it, and of course they rescheduled it for the weekend that I'm going to be at the workshop. So I'm going to miss that too, and this is the second time I've missed it, and that's important to me too. So I don't know. What do? I've never taken a photography workshop before. This is my first, and Brian's been very helpful in helping me to choose things, filters, and decide what I'm going to take and all of that stuff. I wish I'd had the money to buy my new camera, but that ain't gonna happen, so I have to use my old one. And so that's coming up the end of the month, and then I will be jumping all over and climbing. I asked him how far they walk, and they say about 2.5 miles, and I can do that. I have no problem walking 2.5 miles. So I'm looking forward to that weekend. I wish my husband could go, but then if he goes, then he has to pay the same price, and it was pretty pricey. But it's going to be worth it. I've never done this before, so. And hopefully, if I figure this whole videotaping thing out, I can insert some pictures so you guys can see. I do have a website if you want to see my videos. It's on Squarespace, and so if you search for Wild Trillium Photography, so Trillium is spelled Trillium, Wild Trillium Photography. That's my business name. So if you wanted to search for that on the internet, then you could find that. Also, I do have a Flickr page. I think it's under my name though, Karin Schultz. And so I don't think it's under Wild Trillium. And I also have a Facebook page. So if you would like to see my photography, you can always go there and look at it. But I just can't seem to figure out how to do it and insert it. And boy, this last video I did took me forever to do. It just took me forever because I had to do it on my phone. If I could do it on my computer, it would get done in no time. But this is a program that I have on my phone, and it's just easier for me to do it that way. I try to upload things to Dropbox and drag them from there over, but it's so frustrating. I'm so mad at Windows for not supporting their Movie Maker because I had figured that out, and now I can't use it because they have discontinued it. And I don't know why you would do that. More and more people are doing video. So I don't know why you would ever choose to not support your video making program. But Windows never has any reasons for doing anything that makes sense, in my opinion. So anyway, there's my rant for the day. What else? I think that's about it for now. My husband just went out to go and look at some birds, and I decided to stay here so I could do this because I've been trying all day to do it, and I'm hoping this doesn't take forever to upload. So I wanted to update you guys and tell you how happy I was that I lost 1.4 pounds today. Please keep praying for me so I keep losing, because I need to lose at least 10 to 15 more pounds to be where I want to be. I would like to be 130 minimum or maximum, 125 minimum. So, and I know, I mean, there are people out there who are like 5'6" and they weigh 125 pounds. I'm 5'2". Oh, and I didn't do my stats. So my stats are, my highest weight was 240, my pre-journey weight was 225, my pre-liquid diet weight was 217, and my pre-surgery weight was 204. So that adds up to like 95 and a half, or 96 pounds, 97 pounds, 90 something pounds that I've lost from my highest weight, and on down, because I didn't add that all up. So anyway, and my doctor was Dr. Matthew Bettendorf from St. Mary's in Duluth. I had my surgery on May 4th, 2017. And the surgery was actually, maybe I should talk a little bit about that. the reason I decided to have surgery, and I don't know if I've talked about this before, but I had, in 2016, I had 3 episodes of tachycardia. And in 2014, my mother had died of a heart attack. 2007, my oldest sister, who was 47 at the time, died of diabetes. My dad died of diabetes. And he lost a toe, and then he was going to lose his leg before he passed away. And so, anyway, in 2016, I got tachycardia, and I had 3 episodes, and the last one raised my troponin levels, which is the chemical that your body raises when you're having a heart attack. And so the doctor, I saw a cardiologist, and the doctor was kind of worried about my weight, and they had to go in and do an ablation in my heart, because what they discovered was that I had 2 nerves in my heart that were causing the beating to beat erratically. And I had this, it's just a birth defect. I didn't know it. 56 years or 55 years old, and I just find out I've got a birth defect, and I never even knew it. But I did know that I could never run. I hated the hot weather. If I ran, I felt like an elephant was sitting on my chest, and I would just, so I never really liked track and field or anything like that. I always liked swimming because it was cool, but I didn't even do that competitively. So when they discovered this, and that this was probably causing my problem, they went in and they went in through my vein on my leg, and they went up into my heart, and they did an ablation for me, and they zapped that extra nerve so that it doesn't bother me anymore. And so after that, the cardiologist said to me, he says, "How long have you been dieting?" And I said, 35 years. And he says, "Are you going to keep dieting, or are you going to do something about it?" So this is the first time I ever thought about doing, well, not the first time, I shouldn't say that, but that's when I seriously said, I need to do something about my weight. And that's when surgery became an option for me, because he said, yes, you would qualify for that. With all of your family histories and stuff, and you're overweight, you would qualify for that. So that's why I decided to do this, and I'm glad I did. It's not something I will ever regret. I wish everybody could do this when they can't lose weight after. I mean, if you have been trying for 10 to 15 years and not lost any weight, I was in tops for 6 years, and I lost and gained the same 6 pounds. It was ridiculous. So then I highly recommend you checking into it if you can. All right, so I'm going to close with that, and I will see you guys next week. Thank you for supporting me. Lynn, thank you for all of your comments on the bottom of underneath my video. I really, really appreciate that. I want to thank my daughter Erica for commenting also and giving me suggestions. Those really I do think about them, and they do help me. So please keep doing that. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and click the bell so you get my notifications when I upload. All right, I will see you guys next week, and thank you very much. Bye-bye.